For centuries, garlic has been celebrated in kitchens and folk medicine alike. Its distinctive flavor is matched only by its remarkable health benefits, validated by extensive scientific research. From supporting cardiovascular health to boosting immunity and offering antimicrobial protection, garlic is a true superfood. Yet, despite this well-established understanding, many inadvertently diminish its powerful therapeutic effects through common oversights in how they handle, prepare, and consume it. This guide aims to bridge that gap, revealing the critical mistakes that strip away garlic's potency, and providing you with the knowledge to harness its full, unadulterated healing power. Indeed, a critical paradox persists. While the overwhelming scientific consensus praises garlic's properties, the vast majority of us, unknowingly, systematically undermine its extraordinary potential. Everyday habits, from how we select and store it to how we prepare and even consume it, inadvertently strip away the very compounds responsible for its life-enhancing effects. This means that while you may believe you are harnessing its profound benefits, in this meticulously curated guide, we will dissect the 10 most prevalent and often surprising errors people make with garlic. More critically, we will equip you with scientifically backed, actionable strategies to correct each one. Our objective is to empower you with definitive knowledge, ensuring that every single clove you encounter not only tantalizes your taste bud, but delivers its unadulterated maximum medicinal impact, fortifying your heart, assuaging inflammation. Prepare to redefine your relationship with garlic. It's time to unlock its true healing power. If you're ready to get the most from every clove, tap like, subscribe for more evidence-based guides, and share your questions in the comments. We read every one.
Error 1. Utilizing pre-peeled garlic, sacrificing freshness and potency. We inhabit a fast-paced world where convenience frequently appears to be the most sensible choice. This explains the allure of pre-peeled garlic, typically found in small plastic containers or vacuum-sealed bags. It saves you the laborious task of peeling, allowing cloves to be dropped directly into any dish. However, when you opt for pre-peeled garlic, you inevitably compromise both flavor and medicinal value. Here's why. Garlic's papery outer skin is more than mere packaging. It serves as a vital protective barrier. That thin layer shields the clove from exposure to air, moisture, and bacteria. Once this skin is removed, garlic becomes significantly more susceptible to oxidation and microbial growth. Research indicates that pre-peeled garlic experiences a much faster decline in allicin concentration, the star compound responsible for garlic's antimicrobial, anti-inflammatory, and cardioprotective benefits compared to intact, freshly peeled cloves. By the time it reaches your kitchen, its medicinal efficacy has already diminished considerably. Furthermore, there is the undeniable issue of a dramatically shortened shelf life. While a whole head of garlic can remain fresh for several weeks when stored appropriately, pre-peeled cloves rapidly deteriorate, often developing an off flavor, sprouting, or, if left in sealed packaging for too long, even posing risks of dangerous bacterial contamination, such as botulism. We also cannot overlook the impact on taste. Fresh garlic boasts a pungent, robust flavor profile attributed to its natural sulfur compounds. Pre-peeled garlic exposed to air begins to lose its vibrancy, often developing a bland, sometimes sour taste. This means your dishes will not only lack the health benefits, but also their intended flavor complexity. So, what is the optimal solution for preserving garlic's integrity? Always purchase whole heads of garlic. Look for bulbs with tight, intact skins. They offer a longer shelf life, superior flavor, and retain their full healing potential. Peel cloves only when ready for use. This ensures maximum freshness and potency. For essential convenience, if time is a strict constraint, chop a small batch of fresh garlic, immerse it in olive oil, store it in the refrigerator, and consume within a few days. The oil helps preserve both flavor and beneficial compounds while inhibiting spoilage. In essence, garlic's greatest power emanates from its freshness. Pre-peeled garlic might save you a few seconds, but it quietly deprives you of the antioxidants, antimicrobial capabilities, and cardiovascular support that truly define this remarkable superfood. Error 2. Failing to wash garlic, the hidden contaminants. Many individuals hold the belief that garlic is inherently self-cleaning. After all, those papery layers appear to form a natural barrier, protecting the inner cloves. So, why bother with washing? Unfortunately, skipping this simple step can expose you to hidden contaminants that impact both the flavor of your food and, more importantly, your health. Like any vegetable grown in soil, garlic can harbor dirt, bacteria, or pesticide residues on its outer skin. Even if you don't consume the peel, these particles can transfer to your cutting board, knife, and ultimately to the garlic itself once it's crushed or minced every time you handle unwashed cloves. This creates an opportune pathway for harmful microorganisms like E. coli or Listeria to silently infiltrate your meals. Beyond this, there's another subtle risk: fungal spores. Because garlic is harvested from damp soil, mold can sometimes proliferate on its surface. While most are harmless, certain types can produce mycotoxins compounds that, over time, can weaken your immune system. For older adults, who may have more fragile digestive systems or chronic health conditions, this is not a risk worth taking. The good news is that rectifying this error is remarkably simple. Always rinse cloves under running water before peeling. Do this briefly and thoroughly. Gently scrub stubborn dirt. Use a soft-bristled vegetable brush if needed. For bulk purchases, give whole garlic heads a quick rinse before storage, then thoroughly dry them to prevent mold formation. Washing garlic does not strip away nutrients. In fact, it ensures you consume it in its purest, most beneficial form. It is one of those small habits that protect your gut, preserve flavor, and ensure that the powerful compounds inside the clove, such as allicin, work undisturbed for your well-being. Think of it this way: garlic is a natural medicine cabinet, but like any good medicine, you want it clean before use. A quick rinse is the first step to unleashing its full healing power. Error 3. Overcooking garlic, the peril of excessive heat. There's an enduring adage among chefs: burnt garlic is wasted garlic. In the context of your health, this statement could not be more accurate. Garlic's most formidable healing compound is known as allicin. This natural sulfur compound is responsible not only for garlic's distinctive pungent aroma, but, more crucially, for delivering many of its therapeutic benefits, including blood pressure reduction, enhanced circulation, infection combat, and systemic inflammation modulation. The critical challenge, however, lies in allicin's inherent fragility. It is only fully formed after garlic is crushed, sliced, or minced, and then allowed to rest for a few minutes. If allicin is subjected to high temperatures for an extended duration specifically exceeding 140 degrees Fahrenheit, 60 degrees Celsius, it rapidly degrades, vanishing before it can exert its beneficial effects within the body. Regrettably, this is a common oversight for many home cooks. They often introduce garlic into a hot pan at the very beginning of the cooking process, allowing it to fry and simmer for the entire 10 to 15 minutes of a dish's preparation. By the time dinner is ready, garlic's potent health efficacy has been significantly diminished, often leaving behind only a bitter taste. So, how can you rectify this common error and preserve allicin's integrity? Incorporate garlic towards the end of cooking. Stir it in during the final few minutes of simmering, or integrate raw, finely minced garlic into salad dressings, dips, and marinades. Employ gentle heat. If sautéing, use low to medium heat and cook only briefly until it just becomes fragrant, typically around 30 seconds to 1 minute. Consume garlic raw. Add it to salads, spreads, or even whisk it into yogurt with fresh herbs. Raw garlic delivers allicin at its peak potency. Consider garlic as a precious medicine. Its efficacy hinges on careful handling. By consciously avoiding overcooking, you can ensure that every clove of garlic provides maximum support for your heart, immune system, and overall vitality. Error 4. Not allowing chopped garlic to rest. The allicin activation gap. This represents a small detail that yields an enormous difference. Garlic, once crushed, minced, or chopped, requires a moment to breathe. Yet the vast majority of people immediately toss freshly prepared garlic directly into a hot pan. In doing so, they unknowingly forego much of this superfood's profound potency. The rationale centers on a remarkable compound known as allicin. It is this sulfur-containing molecule that is responsible for garlic's intense aroma, pungent flavor, and the lion's share of its healing capabilities. Critically, allicin does not exist in an intact garlic clove. It is exclusively generated when the clove is damaged, chopped, sliced, or crushed, triggering an enzymatic reaction between two naturally occurring internal compounds, alliin and allinase. The crucial point, however, is that this reaction requires time. If you rush to heat the garlic immediately, the enzymes do not have an opportunity to fully form allicin. The heat almost instantly deactivates it, leaving behind flavor but significantly diminished health benefits. Research published in the Journal of Nutrition substantiates this fact. Allowing chopped garlic to rest for 10 minutes significantly enhances allicin production, thereby preserving its antimicrobial, anti-inflammatory, and cardiovascular benefits. You can conceptualize this as allowing the garlic to charge up before releasing its medicinal power. What does this mean in practical terms for your kitchen? First, prepare your garlic. Mince or crush it thoroughly. Then wait. Allow it to rest for 10 minutes before cooking or incorporating it into hot dishes. For raw consumption, the same resting period is necessary to ensure maximum potency. If time is of the essence, prepare your garlic earlier in the recipe, allowing it to rest while you prepare other ingredients. This simple pause transforms garlic from a mere flavoring agent into a powerful natural medicine, capable of supporting immunity, lowering blood pressure, reducing inflammation, and even helping to combat harmful bacteria and viruses. So remember, the next time you're tempted to immediately toss that minced garlic into the pan, grant it that crucial 10-minute resting period. It's not wasted time. It's the moment your garlic becomes true medicine. Error 5. Swallowing whole garlic cloves. Missing the activation key. At first glance, swallowing whole garlic cloves might seem like the most straightforward route to garnering its full benefits. After all, it eliminates the need for chopping, prevents mess, and sidesteps the lingering pungent breath. However, the fundamental truth is that if you consume garlic in this manner, you are inadvertently bypassing its most potent medicinal compound, allicin. Allicin does not naturally exist within intact garlic. Rather, it is activated through a crucial enzymatic reaction that occurs when you crush, chop, or chew a garlic clove. This mechanical action triggers an encounter between two internal compounds, alliin and allinase. When these meet, allicin is formed. This sulfur-containing molecule is directly responsible for garlic's anti-infective, cardioprotective, and anti-inflammatory properties. When you swallow a garlic clove whole, however, this vital reaction barely occurs. The clove largely passes through your digestive tract intact, meaning you fail to unlock its comprehensive medicinal advantages. It is akin to purchasing a vitamin and never opening the capsule. The beneficial contents remain locked inside. Compounding this, some individuals even report significant stomach discomfort when consuming whole cloves, as the body struggles to efficiently break them down. What, then, is the correct approach to unlock allicin? Crush, mince, or slice before consumption. This physical disruption ensures that allicin is activated. Allow a 10-minute rest after preparation. This crucial pause grants the enzymatic reaction sufficient time to fully generate allicin before cooking or consumption. Mitigate strong flavor if consuming raw. If the raw garlic taste is too intense, incorporate minced garlic into salads, dips, yogurts, or lemon-based dressings. The acidity and other ingredients can mellow the flavor while preserving allisin's activity. Think of it this way. Garlic only reveals its true power once it is opened up. By swallowing it whole, you deny your body the very benefits it seeks to provide. Error 6. Improper garlic storage. Safeguarding its potency, garlic may appear to possess an eternal shelf life on your kitchen counter. But the reality is that the location and method of its storage critically determine the success or failure of its medicinal potency. Many individuals unwittingly shorten garlic's shelf life and weaken its healing compounds by storing it incorrectly. One of the most pervasive errors is refrigerating whole heads of garlic. While the refrigerator might seem like the safest haven, its cool, humid environment actually accelerates sprouting and mold growth. Those green shoots emerging from the cloves are not only aesthetically unappealing, but signal a loss of valuable nutrients. Studies indicate that sprouted garlic experiences a decline in its allicin content, the very compound responsible for its immune-boosting, anti-inflammatory, and heart-protective benefits. Another common mistake involves storing garlic in sealed plastic bags or airtight containers. Without proper airflow, the cloves quickly become soft, moldy, and bitter. Instead, garlic thrives in a cool, dark, and well-ventilated environment. Think of it similarly to onions or shallots. A mesh bag, paper bag, or an open basket in your pantry is ideal. In such conditions, a whole head of garlic can remain fresh and efficacious for up to 6 to 8 weeks. What about peeled or chopped garlic? Here, the storage rules become more stringent. Once garlic is peeled, its protective layer is compromised, and it should be used relatively quickly. Peeled cloves can be kept in a small, airtight glass container in the refrigerator for a maximum of 7 to 10 days. Chopped or minced garlic should ideally be used within 24 to 48 hours, as allicin rapidly degrades once exposed to air. As for those pre-chopped, jarred garlic products found in stores, convenient? Yes, but they frequently contain preservatives, oils, or acids that diminish garlic's natural potency. To summarize, here's your guide for optimal garlic storage. Whole garlic heads. Keep them in a cool, dark pantry, ideally in a mesh or paper bag, where they can last for up to 8 weeks. Peeled cloves. These should be stored in an airtight glass container in the refrigerator and consumed within 7 to 10 days. Chopped minced garlic. Best used fresh or within 48 hours. Crucially, never refrigerate whole garlic and never store it in sealed plastic bags. By respecting garlic's delicate nature, you not only preserve its flavor, but also its profound medicinal strength. Stored correctly, every clove retains the antioxidants, sulfur compounds, and anti-inflammatory agents that make garlic such a powerful ally for heart health, immune defense, and longevity. Error 7. Choosing subpar garlic, the foundation of potency. We have reserved one of the most frequently overlooked yet profoundly important errors for last. Not all garlic is created equal. The quality of the garlic you purchase can fundamentally determine the success or failure of the health benefits you ultimately derive. When garlic is fresh, firm, and vibrant, it is brimming with its signature sulfur compounds, such as allicin, the very molecules that imbue it with antimicrobial, anti-inflammatory, and cardioprotective power. However, as garlic begins to age, sprout, or shrivel, these vital compounds rapidly decline, resulting in cloves that are both less flavorful and significantly less beneficial for your health. Here's what commonly goes wrong. Soft or sprouted garlic. These are clear indicators that the bulb is past its prime. Allicin content has already begun to break down. Shriveled or moldy bulbs. These not only taste bland, but can potentially harbor harmful toxins that irritate your digestive system. Mass-produced, Improperly stored garlic, often shipped globally and sitting for weeks, losing its potency long before it ever reaches your kitchen. Consider it this way. Garlic is a medicine from the earth. Would you consume an expired or improperly stored prescription drug? Of course not. The same principle applies here. How do you select the finest quality garlic to ensure maximum benefits? Seek firm, heavy bulbs. Look for heads with tight, unbroken outer skins. They should feel solid to the touch, not soft or spongy. Avoid sprouted cloves. Steer clear of any bulbs already showing green shoots. These signify aging and nutrient loss. Purchase from reputable sources. Whenever possible, buy from trusted local markets or grocery stores known for fresh produce. Fresher garlic inherently means richer flavor and more potent health benefits. By investing just a little extra time to inspect your garlic before purchase, you can ensure that every clove you peel and crush delivers its full potential to fight infection, support your heart, protect your brain, and nourish your body from the inside out. Remember, garlic is delicate. Its healing compounds are vulnerable to time, light, and improper storage. Choosing the freshest garlic is not merely about taste. It is the fundamental first step to unlocking its complete medicinal power. Error 8. Consuming raw garlic on an empty stomach. A double-edged sword. Raw garlic undeniably ranks among nature's most potent healing foods. However, consumed improperly, especially on an empty stomach, it can regrettably transform from a powerful medicine into a source of severe distress. For individuals with pre-existing digestive conditions, such as ulcers, gastritis, or inflammatory bowel disease, this error has tragically led many directly to emergency rooms due to excruciating pain. The reason lies in the very sulfur compounds that endow garlic with its medicinal properties. These are also intensely irritating to sensitive digestive tissues. Compounds like allicin not only combat bacteria, but also stimulate gastric acid secretion, while simultaneously irritating the delicate mucosal lining that protects the stomach. On an empty stomach, this mucosal layer is at its most vulnerable, allowing raw garlic to freely burn and inflame the tender tissues. Scientific evidence robustly supports this concern. A study conducted at Seoul National University in Korea tracked 89 patients with confirmed stomach ulcers who consumed raw garlic. The results were alarming. 42% of these patients experienced severe bleeding, and 18% required blood transfusions. This means nearly half of the patients suffered major complications from what many consider a healthy habit. Doctors witnessed this phenomenon in real-world clinical settings. A gastroenterologist in Miami described a patient who consumed 3 raw garlic cloves every morning to boost her immunity. Unaware she was developing an ulcer, she suddenly experienced excruciating abdominal pain, followed by vomiting blood. The garlic's compounds literally burned through her ulcer, leading to a perforation that necessitated emergency surgery. Moreover, the danger is not confined to ulcers. For individuals with Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis, raw garlic can trigger a massive inflammatory cascade, exacerbating symptoms and even leading to hospitalization. In one documented case, a 34-year-old man, whose Crohn's disease had been in remission for 2 years, experienced a relapse after just 5 days of beginning a raw garlic regimen. He was ultimately hospitalized for intestinal bleeding. So, what is the prudent solution to harness garlic's benefits safely? The answer is adjustment, not abstention. Never consume raw garlic on an empty stomach if you have digestive issues. Always pair it with food, preferably alkaline foods such as milk or yogurt, which help buffer stomach acid. Lightly cook garlic. Heating can reduce irritating sulfur compounds by up to 60%, while largely preserving its cardiovascular and immune supportive benefits. Consider aged garlic extract. The aging process naturally converts the harsh, irritating compounds into more gentle forms, offering many of garlic's proven benefits, including heart protection and immune support, without intense gastric irritation. In conclusion, garlic is a superfood, but even superfoods can become dangerous if consumed incorrectly. Respect its potency, and you can safely reap its incredible rewards. Error 9. Neglecting garlic's drug interactions. A hidden hazard. Garlic may be one of nature's most trusted healers, yet what many individuals fail to realize is that its formidable potency can, at times, become a risk when combined with certain medications. Overlooking this crucial aspect could subtly jeopardize your health. Garlic naturally possesses properties that thin the blood, lower blood pressure, and enhance insulin sensitivity. These are, for most people, excellent benefits. However, if you are already taking prescription medications designed to achieve the same effects, garlic can dangerously amplify their action. Here are the most common risks: blood thinners, such as warfarin, aspirin, or clopidogrel. Garlic's natural anticoagulant properties can dramatically increase the risk of excessive bleeding or bruising. Even minor cuts or routine dental procedures could become complicated. Blood pressure medications. Garlic's ability to relax and dilate blood vessels, when combined with these drugs, can cause blood pressure to drop excessively low, leading to dizziness, fainting, or extreme fatigue. Diabetes medications. Garlic can improve insulin sensitivity and assist in blood sugar control. However, when paired with blood sugar-lowering drugs, it can cause blood glucose levels to fall too low, resulting in tremors, confusion, or even unconsciousness. Real-world cases documented in medical literature show patients ending up hospitalized not because garlic itself was detrimental, but because no one had warned them about these critical interactions. The very compounds that protect the heart can also potentiate the effects of prescription drugs. What actions should you take to mitigate these risks? Consult your physician. If you are taking any blood thinning, blood pressure lowering, or blood sugar lowering medications, always consult your doctor before significantly increasing your dietary garlic intake or commencing garlic supplements. Exercise moderation. Culinary garlic used in cooking is generally safe, but concentrated extracts or supplements can deliver much higher doses. Closely monitor your body. If you notice unusual bruising, dizziness, or a sudden drop in energy after incorporating more garlic into your diet, take it as a clear signal to consult your healthcare provider. In summary, garlic is not an adversary. It is a powerful ally, but like any potent ally, it demands to be treated wisely. By respecting its potential interactions, you can enjoy its full spectrum of benefits without inadvertently placing your health at risk. Error 10. Consuming garlic before surgery. A life-threatening precaution. In this specific scenario, garlic transforms from a trusted friend into a genuine hazard. While garlic's natural blood-thinning properties are excellent for everyday cardiovascular health, they can become life-threatening during surgery. Consuming garlic in the days leading up to a medical procedure drastically increases the risk of uncontrolled bleeding, potentially turning a routine operation into a medical emergency. Many individuals are unaware that something as innocuous as a slice of garlic bread or a daily supplement could precipitate such a crisis. Yet, the scientific evidence is unequivocally clear. A comprehensive review published in the New England Journal of Medicine analyzed thousands of surgical cases involving excessive bleeding. The study revealed that 8.7% of these cases were directly linked to garlic consumption in the week preceding surgery. Even more alarmingly, patients consuming more than 2 cloves of garlic daily experienced an increase in bleeding time of up to 250%. The danger is further compounded when garlic is combined with other blood-thinning substances. If you are also taking aspirin, fish oil, or vitamin E, the anticoagulant effect multiplies exponentially. One case report detailed a patient who was taking all 4 substances: garlic, aspirin, fish oil, and vitamin E. During what should have been a simple tooth extraction, the oral surgeon struggled for hours to control the bleeding. The patient nearly bled to death from a procedure that is typically low risk. This is precisely why the following protocol is non-negotiable. Discontinue all garlic intake at least 10 days before any surgery. This includes raw, cooked, supplemental forms, or garlic-rich foods. This applies not only to major operations, but also to dental procedures, biopsies, and colonoscopies. Always inform all healthcare professionals about your garlic consumption. No matter how minor a procedure seems, if you face emergency surgery, immediately inform the surgical team. This allows them to proactively prepare blood products and clotting factors to safeguard you. Remember, garlic is potent medicine. That power must be respected. When it comes to surgery, this is not a minor precaution. It is a life-saving rule. Your health, and indeed your life, may depend on adhering to it. Conclusion. Embracing garlic's wisdom for enduring health. Garlic truly stands as one of nature's most extraordinary gifts. An unassuming bulb possessing the remarkable capacity to strengthen the heart, bolster the immune system, combat infections, reduce blood pressure, and even diminish cancer risk. Yet, as we have explored, the very compounds that render garlic such a powerful ally can also pose risks if mishandled. From overcooking and swallowing whole cloves to improper storage, mixing with certain medications, or consuming before surgery, these common errors not only diminish garlic's benefits, but also introduce genuine health risks. The encouraging news is that for every mistake we've discussed today, there exists a straightforward, actionable solution. By consciously preparing garlic correctly, respecting its potency, and diligently avoiding these prevalent pitfalls, you can safely unleash its entire healing potential. Think of garlic as a powerful tool. In the right hands, it constructs health and resilience. In careless hands, it can cause harm. The choice and the control are entirely yours. Now, I am eager to hear from you. How do you typically consume garlic? Raw, cooked, or as a supplement? And after reviewing this comprehensive guide, which mistake will you commit to correcting immediately? Please share your answers in the comments section below. Your insights may well inspire others within our community to enhance their own health journeys. If you found this guide valuable, please give it a like. Share it with your family and friends, especially those who incorporate garlic into their daily lives, and subscribe to Ageless Vitality for more evidence-based health advice tailored for older adults. Remember, vibrant health beyond 60 doesn't originate from fleeting fads or quick fixes. It stems from simple, scientifically supported, and consistent choices, just like correctly utilizing garlic. Stay well, stay strong, and we will connect again in the next discussion.